What is going on, everybody? My name is Jordan, and welcome to episode 20 of the WTF What's Wrong With This podcast. As you can see, it's just myself and Aidan again.
Hey, we running it back because apparently it did so well last time, and totally not because everyone else just fucking ghosted us, and I want to, well, let's say some unsavory things.
Yeah, so...
Shit happened.
They're all dead to us. John's cat knocked over his computer and it broke his graphics card.
Sad.
So he's out until he gets a new graphics card. And Chandler's MIA.
No, Chandler's not MIA. He's playing GTA 5 with our other friends. They're just sitting there And you know what Mook was telling me? Chandler and Blake fucking paid some Russian dude to max boost their characters in GTA 5. So they're just playing on like maxed out characters with like an insane amount of money and all the cars and shit that they paid like less than $20 for.
Why?
I don't know.
The best part is Chan doesn't even have a job.
I know. If Maxwell found out that he just paid to have some dude boost his account in GTA 5 instead of buying food or paying for rent, he'd be pissed.
I mean, I would be too. I'd be fucking absolutely livid. Like, the guy doesn't have a job and is doing that. Like, he can't even make his, like, rent, car payments, bills, food. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, you're 22. Time to grow up.
Well, yeah. His parents kind of always babied him being the youngest in the family.
Being the baby? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get none of that.
No, me neither.
I'm not saying I didn't get fucking spoiled, because I did. My first vehicle was a 2009 Silverado, like that we had since brand fucking new.
Okay.
I mean,
I wasn't quite that spoiled.
Well, Dad, big diamond driller boy.
Yeah.
So a lot of money.
My first car, Mom bought for me, which, if you know anything about my mom, she knows absolutely nothing about electronics or cars. And it wasn't even actually my car. She bought it for Rice right before he went to college. He had it for about 3 months and then left to go to Arizona for college. And then when I turned 16, I got it. And it was a 97 GMC Sonoma, the 3-door small pickup.
Fuck yeah, dog. The Sonomas are deadly.
6 months after I bought it, was driving it to high school, and it was vibrating so bad along the highway that it rattled itself to death. Engine stopped, steering locked up, wheels kept rolling, and it just wouldn't ever start after that. So we had to take it to a junker, and then I got the 2000 manual, 2000 Hyundai Elantra that was sitting in our garage, that I was helping my dad bring back to life.
Nice.
They bought that car brand new. That car died and was revived about 7 times. 4 of them was me helping my dad bring it back to life.
Yeah. Haley's first car was her oldest sister's, and then her middle sister's, and then hers. A poor car. Take that poor car.
If this gives you a hint between Max and Chandler, their parents bought Chandler his first car, a 98 Mustang.
Yeah. And
Maxwell saved up money working at Chipotle to buy his first car, and it was a 93 Altima.
Oh, hell yeah.
With the radio didn't work. The only thing that worked was the cassette player. And the exhaust, because it was from Northeast Ohio, was
just fucking rusted out.
It was physically fused to the car. And before he got rid of it, he's like, oh, there's a hole in the muffler. He's like, let me take it off and see if I can like redo it. And he went to take it off. The bolts were gone. It was rust welded to the frame of the car.
Fuck yeah.
The rubber bushings that held it on were gone. The hangers were rust welded to the fucking frame. And he's like, there's no shot. He's like, I'm just going to put some fucking high heat duct tape over this and it'll work.
Yeah, my sister, she had 2 brand new vehicles. She had a 2010 Cobalt.
Ooh.
Z22, so like not the SS, so you know, the tier down. It's still fancy. It was nice. It was a good car. And then she got a 2013 Sonic, which was a good little car too. And then that got stolen and totaled, and now she has a 19 Buick Encore. I went from a 2009 Silverado, which I rolled, to a I wasn't drinking and driving or nothing. I rolled it going to work. Actually, I got over to let a semi with a rock truck go past, and I'm pretty sure it was the back pass tire caught, and just in the soft sand, and away she went.
Yeah.
Way she goes, you know, shit happens.
I've never had anything like that. I've gone through 5 cars, and I haven't
through lots.
Personally crashed or damaged any of them. So the Sonoma rattled itself to death.
Yeah.
The Hyundai, it was just time, so we just drove it to the junkyard.
Fuck. It's time for you to go, little one.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Pug? No, your time's not up yet.
So I drove that. I drove the GMC the beginning of my sophomore year. Ooh.
Stop.
Oh, little barks.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You're a little feisty. But so I drove
yourself.
I drove the GMC the first 6 months of my sophomore year in high school. That died. Drove the Hyundai Elantra, that and to the beginning of my junior year, and then drove that to the junker. And then my dad was like, "Here, you can have the truck." It was an 06 F-150 with the fucking the super cab. So I drove that until he's like, "Yo, nope, we need that to haul the trailer and the boat." And so I got the 2009 Kia Sportage that I drove until I was still in college. I was driving that Sportage, and just the salt from Northeast Ohio, the entire front suspension one day sheared in half while I was just driving back to college. And
that's one thing. Here in Saskatchewan with all the potash, because you get so much salt, they just salt the roads. Like there's so much fucking sand in northern Sask, like we could sand the entire fucking province, but no, help the potash salt.
Yeah.
Fuck. Whatever.
Destroys any
and
car.
Yeah, it does. I've only crashed 2 vehicles. My black truck, my black 2009.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit a moose with my 90K 2500. No damage was done to the fucking truck. Was it?
I've got a feeling.
It wasn't a moose. It was a deer. It was a deer. I almost hit a moose. I hit the deer, and yeah, I did nothing to it. It bent the bumper a little bit, so you know it's a 90K 2500 that I didn't really give a fuck about. So it bent the bumper in. Killed it, like fucking cut the deer in half. So I washed it off. Nothing else. But I was like turning to the right, and it would the tire would hit the fucking bumper. So I just took a fucking zip cut and just cut it, so the tire didn't rub.
Damn right.
That fucking truck though, like it was a Farmer 4-speed, so it went low 1, 2, 3. It was a stick.
Oh yeah.
So and it had 410 gears. So cruising down the highway going 80, the bitch is revving at like 2,000. Oh, it's fucking true duel with bottles, eh? So I was just like, Bois! Fucking 30 to 350. Good truck, solid truck, sold her, you know, fucking. And then of course my 2005 Monte Carlo. Loved that car.
I still need to get my Monte registered down here.
Do you?
Yeah. But once I do, you know my ass is driving that thing to work. No shot I'm not rolling up to work in a 79 Monte. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to make the Yui at work, actually, now that I think about it.
Big ass fucking boat. Yeah. That's one thing. Like, I loved my Monte Carlo. I sold it to my buddy Jake, who needed a reliable vehicle. I didn't drive it. I have my truck now. I have a 2018 Silverado 1500. I have my truck. Haley has her car. It didn't get driven. He needed a vehicle, and he gave me 4K for it, which was a little less than what I wanted, but again, he was on hard times, so I said, fuck it, dude, you need a reliable vehicle? Here you go. I don't need it anymore. And, yeah, he loves it. It's such a nice car. Such a good car.
Yeah,
it's a Carlo. I want to find a G-body.
Bro, let me
85.
tell you.
I want to find like an older G-body, because you have a G-body. Yes. 79 is considered a G-body. I wanted like a newer
G-body,
like an 80.
78 and above.
78 to 88, I think we looked it up one night. And I want like an 86-ish, 84, 86-ish around there.
Which?
Because they just look so good. I love the look of them.
You know what I was looking up too? You go to a Pull Apart. If we can find a vet at Pull Apart, engines and transmission combos cost about $800 total at like Pull Apart down here in the States.
Yeah.
And it is $350 for a G-body LS mount kit. For engine and transmission.
Oh, damn.
So
that's one thing. Like, I know, like, in the 80s, they had the 3.6 in them, which is a good... The 3.6 or the 3.8? One of the best engines that GM's ever built. I know the 3800 is literally the best engine they ever built. I think it's fucking bulletproof.
3.6.
The 3.6 is also a super good engine. Like, the 3.6 and the 3.8 are pretty much the same platform.
Yeah.
So, like, it's such a good engine. Which, being a Chev guy, I mean, if I get that in good shape, fuck yeah, I'm just going to leave it in there.
Well, I mean, the one that I have in there now, I want to keep it original as long as I can. Because it's not a bad... It's the
289?
The Buick 231.
231.
So it's like, it's still a good engine. And it's regarded as like the best engine you can get for that, for the first two model years of the Monty. But thing makes no power. Brand new. It was making 157 horsepower.
That's also in the middle of the horsepower crisis.
Yeah. But
so,
that's why.
I mean,
and people, I was looking at ways that like you can up that power with like newer aftermarket parts, and they were sitting there and they're like, for the price that it would cost to get this car to like 300 horsepower,
just throw a new engine in it.
Yeah, they're like, it'd be running you about the same cost as just like an LS7.
A new LS7?
No, not brand new. The new LS7s are like $30K for like a pre-built LS7. No, not that much, but like getting one that's tested and you're not pulling it off yourself. Someone else is pulling it off and it runs. Yeah. Getting like one of those, they're like, it's going to be about the same. It's going to be about $7,000 to $9,000. Yeah. Because they're like, need to do fucking.
My favorite thing is go to any fucking junkyard, find a running 5.3 out of like a 2004 Sierra or Silverado, $500. Bam, slap her in there. Junkyard 5.3, put a big ass eBay whirly boy on it. If it blows up, do it again.
The other thing that I considered that Chandler brought up to me, I haven't talked to his dad, Uncle Todd, about it, is he's been sitting on a 454 for 35 years.
Ooh, vroom vroom.
And they've never put it in anything. And he's
put a big ass cam in that thing so it just chops, just wah 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 wah.
And that was the other thing I was looking at, is like, maybe he'd be willing to sell me his 454 and I could put the fucking 454 in the Monty. And I was like, but even then,
be roasting tires.
But even then it wouldn't make as much power as I can get out of an LS.
No, fuck no.
But it'd be more era accurate, because I think that engine is it was a 454 that was built in 1971.
Yeah, so you're still looking at like 300 ponies though. But that's a big fucking engine. See, if you want to keep more period accurate and you want to go LS, look at the LXX line.
Yeah. I considered that as well. I mean, really, I considered any LS, but you know what I want to fucking get? That'll be super expensive, but so dope because I want to keep it. I want to keep the original spirit of that Monty. So it came with an automatic.
Ew.
But you know what I want to slap in there that I can get for like $7,000 is the LS capable 10-speed automatic.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Exactly. Like it's still an automatic,
fucking
but that is a fucking 10-speed automatic. But everything I was looking at is like I'd have to get a new oil pan for the LS.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I want to run that transmission on the G body. Otherwise, if I'm not going with those specific, I could go to the 8-speed automatic because they have a 6-speed, an 8-speed, and a 10-speed.
Yep.
And I'm like, I could go 8-speed, still have to change it. 6-speed, I wouldn't have to, but bigger number, better person, baby.
I mean, a 6-speed is still better than the 4 or 3 that's in it.
I think it's a 3-speed automatic.
Hell yeah, 3-speed auto. I'll throw a 6 in there with the fucking, like an LS2.
And that's what I'm considering is like, shit, I think that'd be dope as fuck.
It would be dope as fuck. If I ever get an older vehicle and I want to keep it more accurate, I'll probably throw an LSX 383 in it. Keep it small block.
I know you're a Chevy guy.
I am a Chevy guy. GM for life.
There is a shop about 20 minutes away from me that it's been sitting outside for about 1.5 years now with a for sale sign. $2,500 for a 68 Mustang. 68
It's
Mustang fastback.
See, I like the older Fords because
I like the Gen 1 Mustangs.
Gen 1 Mustangs are sexy as fuck. The fastbacks, so good. My great aunt Alice has one convertible, and it is one of the nicest cars I've ever seen. Like, the thing is, being a car guy, I grew up liking Chevrolet. I grew up liking GM. It's what you grow up liking, right?
Yeah.
It's what your parents like. And except for fuck the foreigns. No, I want a foreign. I want an Audi.
See, I grew up, my dad loved Japanese.
Yeah.
So his car that he had growing up that he loved and babied until like I was 5 there was a company out of Texas where he lived that put convertible roofs on the original mid-80s Celicas.
Ooh.
So he had an 85 Celica with the custom fucking convertible top, and he modded the fuck out of that engine, and it made way more power than it was supposed to. But when Rice was born, he was still able to keep it. But when I was born, my mom was like, man, maybe not a 2-seater.
Yeah, 2 kids? Nah, dog. Yeah. Me and my dad have a 56, I believe it's an International, sitting at the great grandpa's farm in Myoda or Vaughn. We had to go pick up, and we want to restore that. So I think that'd be fun.
Yeah,
I think that'll be good. Like, yeah, it's a nice little truck. Cause like all these guys, Beamer. Fuck the Beamer, dude.
Bro, they always sit there and they're like, bro, this engine these cars are so reliable. I'm like, no, they're not. Beamers are known to be one of the least reliable. Hello? And they're like, but this engine's so reliable. Mine's not broken down. I'm like, yeah, but you've also put $7,000 worth of aftermarket parts in that engine to make it not fail.
And they're talking about like all the power. They're like, oh yeah, I'm getting like 300 horses. I'm like, my truck stock is 350.
I think
you guys are talking about V6s. I'm not. Okay, cool. It's a V6. Ooh.
It's an inline 6, and right now Chandler's making 450, Max is making 434.
Yeah, and like if I throw a fucking chip in my truck, bam, I'm up to 450.
Yeah, they had to do a lot more than that.
Like I spend a chip, cold air intake, and maybe some different injectors, stronger injectors.
So
but other than that, like
for them to get where they are, they've done everything short of going big turbo. So they've done high pressure
all
fuel
stage
pump.
2.
Yeah, stage 2 plus. So they have high pressure fuel pumps, upgraded ported injectors, fucking upgraded cold air intakes, all of their coils, all of their spark plugs, fucking all of their suspension, all of their fucking sway bars. Everything is upgraded on that car. Exhaust. They have aero on it. They both have the ducktails on the back. Chandler's the only one that has a front splitter.
And that's just all money they're throwing away.
Yeah, because they are both considering selling their cars already. They've had them for less than 2 years. Maxwell is the smarter of the two. Put more money down on the car. He will actually make money if he sells it.
Well, yeah, and then Chandler had negative depreciation on his fucking Buick.
Yeah, so Chandler is coming out in the hole if he sells it. Ever.
I don't know. Like, I want another 2-door car. I love my Monte Carlo. If I get one, I'll probably go Camaro, to be honest with you. A newer Camaro. Because Chevy boy.
Go with an 81 Monte Carlo.
Before the body style I like. Okay.
Bro, I gotta say though, when I picked up the Monte, I didn't know what car it was. They just said, there's a car. Do you want it? And I was like, what car is it? And they're like, it's a 79 Monte Carlo. And I was like, fuck it. Looked it up. That thing is a total, as my dad put it. He's like, or sorry, my stepdad. He's like, that looks like a total pimp car.
It is a pimp car. The 79 Monte Carlo is definitely a fucking pimp car.
With the pinstriping along the wheel arches. And I was showing it to someone. He's like, it's sort of a pimp car. He's like, that's your daily pimp car that you go to like collect the money from your whores with.
Hell yeah.
He's like, it ain't no caddy that's slammed on donks. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. That'd be more of a pimp car.
Are you going to behave so I can put you down?
Absolutely not. Look at that little fucking autistic pug.
Don't make fun of my pug, man. She's 18 years old.
Yeah, she's wiggling around.
Yeah, because I have her like on her back.
Demented.
Look at her. She's a sweet little girl. Doesn't help that I'm scratching her neck. There. Now what you gonna do, pug?
Look at you with resignation in her eyes.
I'll be the first one you kill, eh?
How are you sure she's not already killed someone else?
I don't know. She is an attack pug.
It's very well she could have given someone rabies and they have died by now. No one would ever be any the wiser.
Stop barking at me. No. She's giving me sass. Dude, whenever I come home from work, this is what I get for like an hour of her just like barking at me, giving me shit.
And you're like, shut the fuck up. I saved you from death.
Stop. Hey. Whatever, she gonna bark at me.
Just close the door.
So you just hear it out the door. Oh, stop! Come here. Go lay down, little stinky girl. She be bad, pug.
She ain't being chilling.
Yeah, she is not being chilling.
You picked her up and she's like, that wasn't very cash money of you.
Yeah, that's not very cash money of you, G. Now she pissed. The pug is a pug, man. I like her. She ain't gonna be I hope. I keep saying that she's not gonna be around much longer. I've had her for almost 2 years.
Another 12 coming your way, baby.
I mean, she's lived a lifestyle of a pug is apparently 9 years, and she's 18. So,
yep, I'm saying she's gonna make it past 30.
I swear to like Taylor, my sister and I have a joke that she's gonna be my nephew's dog because she's gonna outlive us all.
The pug will outlive everyone in the family. How old's that pug?
Live on.
Your fucking nephew gets him. How old's that pug? When he asks a girl, he's like, "Oh, her? She's about 54."
Yeah, she's about 63. What the fuck?
Man, how long is that in human years? No. That is human years.
Yeah, that is human years.
She was my grandma's dog back before I was born.
She was my great grandma's dog.
Oh,
back
true.
when my mom was like 10. Yeah, dog.
Same dog. We keep taking her to the vet, and they keep saying she'll keep on living.
I don't know what the fuck Granny's fed her, but she's living forever.
I don't know where the fuck Granny found that fucking fountain of youth, but god damn, she found it. But didn't use it on herself, just the dog.
Well, my grandmother, who was my granny, who was a fantastic woman, one of the strongest, most stubborn women I've ever met in my life. I love her dearly. Sadly, she's gone. That's why I have her pug. Cancer finally got her after her fighting it for 40 years and having it like 5 times. So,
same thing happened with our grandpa.
She was 77 and was sick of fighting. So, I mean, I understand. Like 40 years is a long time to be fighting that shit.
That's exactly
understandable.
What happened with our fucking grandpa. He had kidney cancer 4 times in his life, and he passed last February or March. He was 96. Still fucking the only reason he didn't beat cancer this time is they were like, he's too old for chemotherapy now. It would have been his 3rd time going through chemo. And they're like, you can't survive at 96. Your immune system wouldn't keep back up. And he's just like, just stop giving me meds.
So, please. I've outlived all my friends already.
Yeah, I didn't even realize until we went to pick up the car and they were talking about his neighbor next door, Mr. Rhodes. They both built their houses together, and the guy next door. Yeah. They all built them in 1956 and lived there up until their next door neighbor, Jimmy, he died in 2020. Mr. Rhodes died last year, about like 2 to 3 months after my grandpa died.
Jesus Christ, they all lived fucking a very long time.
Mr. Rhodes was 89. Grandpa was 96. Jimmy was younger. Jimmy was like 60. But he lived a very like reclusive and unhealthy lifestyle.
Yeah, it all depends on how you live, right? Like I'm gonna probably live till 70, but what I do for work and everything right now is hard on my body, and who knows? I don't know. Who knows? I have a predisposition. Thank you to cancer, so I might get that. Like you never know what's gonna happen, man. You live life one thing at a time. And let's get off this dark topic because
this is called "What the fuck is wrong with us?" Let's talk about how everyone in our families died from cancer.
I have episodes planned that I want to do called "What the fuck is wrong with me," and we actually talk about what's wrong with us. So.
That's gonna be some
dark.
That's gonna be some deep dark shit.
Dark. Like, I have part of a script written out for mine, and it's fucking dark. And we don't script these. These are all fucking random bullshit. So
you could probably tell, judging by how we went on for 26 minutes about cars, and then suddenly flip-flopped to cancer.
Well, then pug, and now cancer, because that's how I got the pug. Anyways, Aidan, you have a couple of stories for us, eh?
All right, so let's start with the good one. Well, I don't want to say it's a good one. Nothing really came of it, but it was this close to being a good one.
That close to being a good one.
Very fucking close to me and a couple buddies being in a 6-on-3 bar fight.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hello. Start throwing haymakers. So
what we did is, it was like I think it was a Thursday night. We went
double
out.
Cheeked up? Were you double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon?
Always, baby. Right after work. We were supposed to go drinking with some of the boys from work. And there's going to be 5 of us. Me, Ryan, Marshall, Juan, and Jeff. Jeff dipped because his wife wasn't happy with him. She was upset at him.
Oof.
Juan had to dip because his fiance is pregnant with their second kid, and she started vomiting everywhere after she ate Subway.
That ain't good. Yeah, that's important. That's more important.
So it was just me, Ryan, and fucking Marshall.
Nice.
And shout out to my boy Marshall. That dude has the fucking hookups. So we went to, his buddy is like a general manager at a local brewery in Charlotte.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
And so we met out there at like 7 o'clock. We sit down, we start talking, and then Marshall shows up. This man, mind you, is like 25 minutes late. Lives like 10 minutes away from the venue. 25 minutes late. I'm already like 3 beers deep with Ryan and the friend that he brought from Greensboro named Dane, who I was just chilling out, talking to. Dane's a good guy, hanging out. He's a parole officer.
Bing chilling with a PO.
Bing chilling with a parole officer, and me and Ryan step outside and smoke some weed. And Dane watches us, but he can't partake because he's a parole officer.
Yeah, he's like, damn, I took the wrong job choice.
And so Marshall shows up. I close out my tab. I'm like, where are we going to? He's like, boys, we're still here. Why don't we have a few more drinks? He calls his friend over, Adam, who's the GM. He's like, let's just get a couple of rounds on the house. And Adam's like, sure thing. Gets us a couple of rounds and everyone a plate of fucking homemade tacos that they don't have on the menu.
Ooh. So you're getting the VIP treatment in this bar.
Oh, it was so good. And then one of Marshall's friends rolls up who works at 6 bars. So he does like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at one company that runs 3 bars. And the other nights he goes to the other 3 bars. And we go to one of the bars that he works at.
Nice.
And obviously he knows everyone there. We immediately get in. Packed fucking bar. Like, it looks like it's in like this house in the middle of downtown Charlotte. So it's like not a bar. It's like a residential house with like 400 people outside in like a big ass tent, and inside and upstairs in what they called the boom boom room, where the ceilings were like 8 feet tall, massive speakers in every corner.
Okay, understandable. This was the boom boom room.
And so we get another 3-4 beers there, and then Dane and me go up to the boom boom room, check it out, hang out, dance a little bit, and we get a couple of shots, green tea shots. So I think that's like Blue Caraco, vodka, tequila, and sour mix.
Yeah.
So nothing like crazy, but we do one of those, go downstairs, talk to Ryan, get another beer, just keep talking to Ryan, and then all 3 of us, me, Dane, and Ryan, go upstairs, do 2 more shots, go downstairs, get another beer, hanging out,
vibing.
Oh yeah,
just vibing,
hanging out, talking, checking out chicks as they go by all night, hitting on some of them, some successes, some not, as it goes.
I don't know that feeling.
Okay. And then we go to the bar for the one last drink of the night before there's going to be 2 more, but we get a rum and Coke, and then we finish that, and we're just standing around talking, hanging out. And then Marshall and his friend leave. And then it's just the three of us just chilling there. And Dane, in my mind, I'm not super drunk, even though I've had a fuck ton to drink. Because I'm a heavyweight.
Yeah, you're a very, very heavyweight.
Yeah, I'm a big man and I can drink a lot. So I'm feeling like tipsy, but not like drunk. So we're like, Dane's like, yo, let's go get another shot up in the boom boom room, man. I'm like, let's give it a few minutes. I literally just chugged my rum and coke. And then, so we're just sitting there talking, and there's like this group of chicks near us with a couple of guys. And Dane's sitting there and he looks at one of them. He's like, that chick's hot. I'm like, yeah, I think she's got a boyfriend though. She's one of like the only two that has a boyfriend. And this man,
so he picked the wrong girl.
Yeah,
is what you're telling me.
And this man just goes,
didn't like.
Yeah, this man just goes, yeah, but he's a bitch, and goes for it. And
your boyfriend's a they say we have beef, which I'm a vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him moment right there. The fucking 303.
Like, and he just goes up, puts his hand on this girl's ass, and I'm like, not a great starting move there, Chief. And they all get fucking pissed at him. And they like start yelling at him, and I'm just going like that to Ryan, like, no more shots, no more shots. This man's a lot more drunk than I thought he was.
We're done. Kill it. We're done.
And so he turns around to like, and I realized that immediately when he turned around to ask if I wanted to get another shot. And in just doing a simple 180 return, he stumbled.
So he's just done. So your boy's done.
Blackout.
Your boy's fucking done. He grabbed another chick's ass, and I understand why you guys almost got in a fight.
Because I'm sitting there like eyeing the dudes, and they're progressively getting more and more upset the longer he's there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you come up to a group and then hit on a dude's girl. Yeah, I understand. Like,
and I turned to Ryan and I'm like, hey, it's time to leave there, Chief.
Especially if you like grab, like, go up and like put your hand on their ass. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
Fuck.
And I mean, I don't want to say in his defense, but I understand why, because he had literally the day before broken up with his girlfriend of 3 years.
Oh yeah, so he was kind of
he was in the fields.
He was in the fields. He was blackout drunk and hoping for the best. And he goes to the hottest chick in the group and tries something.
Yeah,
my man, he has optimism.
He's got major optimism. And I'm sitting there, and in my mind, I'm looking at these guys. I'm like, okay, they're shorter than me. They're not jacked. I could fucking fight them. I don't want to. Yeah.
That,
because there's like, this party also has like 15 different bouncers. So there's like 3 at the front gate, 3 in the tent, and like the rest of them are all inside the house or out on the patio.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
doing their job, hanging out. Fucking.
So yeah. So first of all, I don't want to get kicked out. This is a bar that one of my coworkers brought me to, and his friend works there. They know that like the people know that we were brought in by them. Yeah. I don't want us to get kicked out. I don't want to have a fucking fight. So we just end up fucking leaving, driving home. And next morning,
taking an Uber home. He took an Uber.
Yeah. I was given a ride home.
Thank you, manual reviewer. We don't condone drinking and driving.
No, never. Well, never.
Unless you have 1 drink and then you can drive. Like 1 drink with supper, 2 drinks with supper is nothing.
Unless you're well below the legal limit. Okay.
Yes, sir. We don't condone that. But anyways, I was fucking drunk as shit, high as fuck, driving down the back road going $2.20, and I ran the truck off. No, I'm joking.
So anyways, I started blasting.
So anyways, That's a false story because I don't do drugs. I was just drunk.
Because I don't do drugs. I was just drunk off my ass.
I don't drink and drive. That's one thing I don't do.
But no, we just
that kind of reminds me of a story. Me and a couple of buddies went to the Great Cup, and we're all like Sask boys. We're all I mean like I'm a big dude, bigger guy. I'm not tall. I'm 5'10". So, you know, my average height, I was a bit big. I was a bit fatter. I was like 240, 250 at the time. 260. Probably 260 at the time. So, we went to the Great Cup and we're chilling in Edmonton. You know. And we just went to one of the malls close to our hotel to get food because we got there late. And this dude, like, he's like this fucking thin. He's tall. He bumps into one of my buddies. And then, like, stares him down. So we just look at him and like, there's 5 of us and 6 of them and the dude's girlfriend. Ooh. They're all fucking skinny fucking city slickers, and we're all fucking farm boys. So they're like, he's like looking at him all this, and my buddy's like, the fuck? So his buddy starts looking over, and we start looking over at them, right? And my buddy Garth, who's bigger than me, he like kind of starts to get up, and then the others also all take off. It's like, you guys want to fucking fight? Like, we can fight. What are you gonna do?
Like, what the fuck? What do you think's gonna transpire here?
It was so funny. He was wearing a toque, or a beanie, as Americans call it, sitting up like this. On top of his head, and a shirt, a muscle shirt that was cut on the sides, so he looked like a complete douchebag. It was fucking funny. I was like, let's fucking fight, right? Like, and it's like, nope, nothing happened. They just kind of chicken shitted out. So I'm like, I haven't been in a good fight for a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've been in a fight. I don't fancy getting in one at 24 while drunk at a bar.
At 20, oh god. I don't. Back in my hockey days, I fought quite a bit, but yeah, not anymore. My anchor is gone, except for towards people, someone who I no longer have to deal with. Thank fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I used to fight in high school, but those days are beyond me now.
Yeah, I'm not a big fighter anymore.
I'd rather just hang out.
In my age, I don't want to fight. Because, yeah, from the recording of our last podcast and this podcast, my birthday happened. I got older. Same with Aidan's.
Yes.
Yes.
We both got older.
We got older, but not wiser.
No, judging by the fact that I almost got into a bar fight like a month before my birthday, not wiser.
Yeah, so... and let's talk about the fucked up podcasts.
All right. Jack don't know jack shit.
Jack don't know jack shit, but I'm gonna fix them. Don't worry. I've been slacking. We've been slacking. I've been home for 2 weeks.
Yeah, this has been like the worst recording couple weeks that we've had in a while.
We did a 24-hour stream though,
which I can't watch.
19-hour stream, which you can't. What do you mean you can't watch?
When I go to watch it on YouTube, it just says this live recording can't be played back.
Oh fuck, we might have got copyright strike, or it might be just like copyrighted. So copyrighted. So yeah, next stream we're doing is on Twitch. Twitch is way better.
Oh shit, let me check that. Let me see if it is.
Got claimed?
Yeah, let me see if it got claimed.
I don't know what the fuck would get claimed. Maybe because I blew up and keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah, Isis tried to claim it.
Cut that out, Jack. Wait, you're not fucking editing anymore.
No, it says.
And then
it says it's public, no restrictions.
Oh, weird. I'll check it out. And computer upgrades for me. Thanks to this jackass. He fucking is a douchebag, but I love him dearly. He sent me a fucking 7950X.
Damn right.
And a motherboard, which means I had to buy DDR5 and a new power supply and some other shit to make it work. But now it's working and it is deadly.
Yeah.
We did a 19-hour stream and I think the most CPU usage was 2.2%. Like, which is dirty. Like, it's fucking awesome.
I mean, he was talking about getting like the 5950X, and I was gonna get that for him for his birthday, and then I looked at the 7950X, and the price difference was like $100. And I'm like, why go last gen when current gen is only $100 more for the motherboard and CPU bundle?
So now I don't have to upgrade for another 4 years.
Yeah. You went from what, a 9700K?
Yeah, 9700K to a 5950X. That I have
79.
I have it. 7950X. That I have slightly overclocked. It's only at 5.1 gigahertz, but it's fast as shit, boy. Like,
oh, you should try. You should see Cinebench on it.
Ooh, yeah. I'll download Cinebench and check it out. Try it out.
Cinebench.
It's fast.
I want to get the fucking 13900K up and running and actually use. Oh God, what did me and Maxwell buy? What was that?
Yeah, when I get my Christmas bonus, I'll send you your motherboard.
Me and Maxwell bought some fucking one of the other benchmarking things on Steam that you can get.
Blender?
No. It was the
3D Mark?
Yeah, it was 3D Mark. Yep.
Like, I want to get, like, I don't really care for benchmarking. I know how it's fast as fuck, dude. And
yeah.
Like, I want to get hardware info. I guess I don't need hardware info because I can see the temp on IQ, which isn't bad. So, you know, it's all being chilling. But yeah, streaming at fucking, I can't believe I forgot to download GPU drivers.
I mean, shit happens.
Well, I had them on, I had Windows 11 on my computer when I updated it because I got rid of my last boot drive because I got a terabyte Saturn Rocket, which is pretty good. I like it. So I got rid of my SATA SSD. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just throw Windows 11 on it. Well, Windows 11 does not like my Go XLR. So I'm like, fuck, what the fuck? And I fought with it for like a day. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going back to Windows 10 and it fixed the problem.
Yeah, so for whatever reason.
Which is swag because you have a mini, Go XLR mini.
On Windows 11 and it's working fine. I have zero issues. Although, was it coming through your headphones or was it microphone issues?
Headphone issues.
I've never used my headphones plugged into my Go XLR. It's never been able to drive my headphones.
Yeah. See, like with the mini, because you plug the mini into your computer for power.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. This, I plug into the wall. So it can drive, I think it can drive up to 250 ohms. Which is killer. I mean, I don't need 600 ohm like what you got.
Well, these ones are only 80 ohm that I'm wearing now. I had the 600 ohm, the open back.
Yeah, so
but the audio leaks so bad. So I just went with some really well isolated closed backs.
You could probably plug those into your Go XLR.
I can. I think these can drive up to a 90.
Yeah.
A 90 ohm from the mini.
Because I can tell you one thing, the sliders are fucking great.
The sliders are great, but now I'm wondering like if I may have that same audio issue.
Well, that's it. Like that's the thing, because like Reddit said it was a problem with Windows 11, and it is. It is. TC Helicon needs to get Windows 11 drivers for the Go XLR. That's straight up what it is. I didn't really care for 11 for the little bit I used. So it's probably going to change back anyways. So like, I really don't care. And now I can always upgrade. I can always go back to 11 once Helicon gets their shit together.
Yeah. I've not had any issues with 11. I mean, there's some things that are like a pain in the ass. If I want to rename something, you got to right click, show more options in order to rename it. There's some things that are a pain in the ass like that, but overall, I've not had like a bad experience with it. I've not noticed some people claim that they notice like a 50 FPS increase in games between 11 and 10 because 11 is built more for they've optimized it more for gaming, supposedly. That's what Microsoft says.
Allegedly.
I've not noticed that, but on the other hand, when I went to Windows 11 was also when I swapped my graphics card.
Yeah, when you went to literally the best card on the market at the time, which is a 3090 Ti.
Yeah, I went from the 6900 XT to the 3090 Ti, and I also went to Windows 11, which, mind you, I gave Jay the key that I had bought before I went out to buy everything. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go to Windows 11. It
and
didn't
you got free
say
upgrade.
Yeah, I had Windows 10 Enterprise. And I was like, fuck it, it's not telling me I'm ready to update or upgrade yet. I'll just buy a Windows 11 Pro key. I don't need Enterprise. Whatever. So, bought the key, went out, upgraded everything, installed Windows 11, was ready to use the key. And then Windows just was like, yeah, you have an activated copy of Windows 11 Enterprise. And I was like, bitch, what?
Like, damn, perfect.
Like, why? What? You didn't fucking tell me this beforehand when I clicked, am I ready for Windows 11? And you didn't say yes?
Yeah, well, thank you. I am very grateful for the Windows 11 and everything you've sent me.
I mean, that Windows that Windows 11 key was a gray market key. So
yeah, $20.
Yeah, I think I paid $20 for that Windows 11 Pro key.
Can't complain. I was going to buy one off of G2A or something like that, so.
That's where I got it, was from G2A.
So thanks. Yeah, like, I don't know. I like Windows 10. Windows 10, I don't really have any issues with it, so.
No, I liked Windows 10. It was a hell of a lot better than when I first got my 1050 Ti.
Better than Vista.
Well, yes. When I first built my gaming PC with a 1050 Ti in it before the 2000 series was out,
yeah,
the 1050 Ti would not work on Windows 10. It had only been out for like a couple weeks.
I had 8 with my 1050 Ti.
Yeah, I didn't have 8. My dad had a USB drive of 8.1 Enterprise. So slightly better than 8. Still horrible.
No, I'm not sure if I had 8 or 8.1.
So 8 had like that fucking, remember the Xbox One splash screen?
No, I'm a PlayStation guy.
With like all the tiles. Your Xbox may still have it. That was Windows. That was the home screen on Windows 8. It was horrible.
I have some complaints about my Xbox. I like my Xbox. It's really good. The fucking UI sucks ass.
Yes.
Compared to the PS5, the PS5 UI is so clean.
Yeah.
And it all scrolls side to side. It's super nice. It's super easy to use. The fucking Xbox Series X is kind of a pain in the ass. I do not like it. Other than that, I have no complaints about my Xbox. It runs good enough for what games I play on it. I play NHL and UFC on it. And,
yeah, you're not really stressing the system, but...
I mean, like... I have this fucking thing to play games on. Like...
Yeah.
I have a fucking $5,000 computer to play games on. Like...
I mean, that's my thing, too. Is like... I want to play... I have the PS4 Pro out there. I wanted to play, like, God of War and, like, other games on the PS5. But I'm like... Yeah. Is it worth me trying to find someone that's not trying to scalp the shit out of a PS5?
Do not try to find a fucking PS5. It's impossible unless you overpay the fuck out of it. Because for Haley's sister, she watches the dogs when I'm not at home and Haley's working nights. So, you know, for Christmas, we're like, oh, we'll get her a PS5. They're not that expensive. I really overpaid for one. But it's through it's through MDG, which is like just a electronic financing place in Canada.
Kind of like Radio Shack down here, I assume. Or
yeah, kind of.
Not Radio Shack. I don't know what was. There was another one that you used to be able to like rent to own electronics.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's financing. But so I'm like, I'll just see because it popped up and see how I got it, and that's where I got I got her PS5 or Kayla's PS5, and I'm like, I work hard. I want to buy one anyways, so I'm like, I'll just get a fucking Xbox Series X. Fuck it, why not?
The Xbox is so much easier to find.
Dude, if I like, I paid MSRP for the Xbox because they are easy to find, and if I couldn't, I would have went to my local shop, and it's not local like in town, but it's just in the next town over, and I would have bought one because they have like a whole pallet of them. And I asked for if they had a PS5. They're like, no. I'm like, fuck. Well, whatever. So the way she goes, man. Do you guys like?
Yeah.
For the games I play, like I played UFC on the PS5 in this, and for like gameplay wise, for the games I play, the frames are both the same. Like upstairs, we only have a 1080p TV, which is a little different than down here because I have a 4K.
Yeah,
and I'm playing in 4K down here, and like it's like you get 60 hertz. It's a 60 hertz fucking TV, so it's like you get 60 FPS. You're good. And I'm pretty sure it's getting 60 FPS. Like it doesn't have to get anything higher. It's not like this fucking thing with my monitor that is a 144 hertz.
Yeah, it's not like I'm trying to fucking drive a game 4K at 145 hertz or like 200 hertz.
It's solid fucking 60 FPS 4K, and that's all I need. Like seriously. And like I have a PS4 Pro down here too for Bloodborne. So I guess I can get Ragnarok on it too. But my TV only has 2 HDMI ports, which is upsetty spaghetti.
Just get an HDMI switcher.
Yeah, I'll need a splitter.
Just make sure it's like
you guys come up.
Yeah, just make sure it's like a 2.0 or a 2.1 switcher, because I think those. Yeah. I think 2.0 is fine for that. I think that can do 4K at 60 hertz. 2.0. Yeah. 2.1, I think can do it at 144.
When in doubt, I can just plug my Xbox into my soundbar and run the pass-through there, and then run the splitter through my run my Fire Cube and the PS4 through the splitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one thing that I like about the Xbox. It's a little smaller than the PS5. The PS5 is fucking huge.
It is very oddly shaped too.
It is. Like the Xbox is a box. Like it's a rectangle box. So I mean, like seriously, I have it on the subwoofer on my soundbar, and it just looks like the subwoofer is like really tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PS5, you could tell it's fucking there. It's like this wide and like this fucking tall and white and looks like a Wi-Fi router.
I think D-Brand makes replacement sides.
You get black sides.
And they're shorter, so it doesn't look like that fucking Count Dracula fucking popped out collar quite as much.
Not my PS5, so I don't care.
That's a fair
I think
point.
Haley would be upset if I modded her PS5 for her.
But what if you overclocked it? What if you put a bigger hard drive in it?
I mean, the bigger hard drive... Dude, you know about fucking big Genshin... Haley plays a lot of Genshin Impact, I think is what it's called.
Oh, the fucking... the gacha game?
Sure.
The anime one with like the...
Yeah, anime waifu game, whatever. I don't fucking know.
Open world anime game, I think.
Yeah. She was downloading an update today, a fucking 48 gig update. I'm like, holy fuck, that's like the size of some of the games I play.
My heart, my soul.
And she's like, yeah, I had to delete Demon Souls and this and that to make room. I'm like, uninstall fucking Genshin and reinstall it so it gets rid of all the old updates, but it keeps the new one. That's safe space.
But then my saves are gone. Upload them to the cloud.
It's all cloud. It's all cloud.
Yeah, everything nowadays has cloud saves. Except that was the other story I was going to tell about saves and me and Rice playing Army of Two.
Oh, yeah, Army of Two. We were talking about Army of Two earlier.
So...
not during the podcast.
Rice, one day, I think it was after he got back from college, had decided that he wanted to try to mod some games on the 360. Makes sense. We had the, I think the 256 Xbox 360 Slim. So enough space, but not a ton. We didn't download any games. I just have a pile of fucking discs. Because, you know, I'm a real fucking gamer. And what he did, without telling me, I was so upset at him for this. In order to make room, he was just going through and deleting shit and accidentally deleted every single one of my saves.
Oh,
from the Xbox 360.
No.
That I had been playing for 11 years. All just gone. And he's like, is there no trash can? I'm like, nah, chief. They're just fucking gone now.
They're gone, my dude.
I got so upset with him. Like, why the fuck would you click delete on my saves? And then when it says this will delete all of your saves, are you sure? You clicked yes. He's like, well, I didn't think it'd delete. And I'm like, that's what the fucking pop-up was
That's
for.
what the button does.
I was like, that's what the pop-up says. And he's like, I didn't read it.
You know,
like, God, I want to beat you up so bad.
Rice, bless his heart. That's what you Southerners say, right?
Yep. Bless his heart.
Rice is a good guy. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, I don't think.
No. As much as I love him, he's not.
You got the looks and the smarts, eh? They're brothers.
Yeah.
I don't talk shit up. Anyways, I'm trying to talk about my day.
How'd your day go?
It went pretty good. I sent you pictures. I bought my nephew skates and a little hockey stick, and we went out skating today for his first time ever. And he's pretty fucking like you know, they're fucking weird to walk on. I tie him up, lace him up, right? And he gets up and walks to my sister, just fine. And then like he's like walking perfectly fine. I'm like, huh, this might be easier. And then I got them sharpened at Canadian Tire, and they weren't very fucking sharp. Like, I go and like, okay, I haven't skated in a year, so I'm like, I gotta see if I can still remember how to do it. So I go and I fucking jump on the ice and I push off. I'm like, this has nothing. Like, they're not sharp. So that's a big problem. Because he's trying to stand up and he's sliding. So I need to get them resharpened. Whatever. But he's doing fucking good. Like, first time, he's only 3.5. He's fucking standing up. He skated to me from the blue line to the door, which is about a couple feet, which isn't bad by himself. But like, he'd fall and just get up and try. And then I said I got a little hockey stick, so he was standing up and we were passing the puck back and forth. And I'm like, holy fuck, he's determined.
He's the next Marchand.
He better not be the next fucking Brad Marchand. First of all, he's too fucking big. He's already the size of Marchand. And he's fucking big, man. He's a big boy. So yeah, that was my day. I went skating with my little nephew, which is fantastic. I love him. And I played some Dirt Rally.
Dirt Rally's always fun.
Dirt Rally 2, so much fun, love it. And then yeah, just big chilled.
Being chilling.
You worked. Yep. And now we're recording a podcast, so which we need to do because we haven't done anything. And I have to re-edit like 3 of them, but I've been like lazy boy.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing any. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. Yeah.
Really, the only one that's like necessary is like the 11-minute one.
11. No, I'll redo it. No, it takes 10 seconds. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, doing
fair
rendering 19 at 1080. Did I do 1080 or 2K? 1080p only took fucking 10 minutes. So,
which was 5 minutes slower than you used to render at 720.
Yes, which is about 5 minutes faster. 5 minutes faster.
So yeah,
than
it was 5 minutes slower on the old CPU to render at a lower.
720. So fast as fuck, boy, and can go faster because I only have it at 5.1 gigahertz. It doesn't get very hot, so thank you so much. Love you, but I also hate you.
There's no hate here. No hate allowed, bro. Rule number 12. Rule number
12. Put that in the Discord. Rule number 12.
Number 12. No hate, only love.
No hate, only love. After no shitters.
After no shitters, and number 10, if you threaten a dick pic, you better send it.
Only love.
No hate, only love. But if you threaten a dick pic, you better send that shit.
And we already talked about that earlier in the podcast of how we became.
Yeah, how that was a fun night of threats.
We were just like, I don't know. After that night, me and you just kind of like clicked. Yeah. It's like we went from acquaintances. It was more Max's friend, and then all of a sudden, bam! Now, did we just become best friends? Like,
it's always nice when that happens after doing turkey shots.
Oh yeah, very nice. The thing is, like, I don't know. We have our interests mix so well. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think I've got some pretty. I don't want to say generic interests.
So I have, yeah. I mean, we like games and cars.
Games, cars. We both play bass.
Games, cars, bitches, money. My clothes better, my shoes better.
Fuck Domino's, fuck Little Caesars. Better greens, better pizza. Better money, better bitches. My clothes better, my shoes better.
Yeah, I got the bass out. Bass is big chilling over there.
I've got a wall mount for mine, but I just haven't put it up behind me.
I got the keyboard sitting over there too, for fuck's sake. So I'd get innovation. I gotta make some keys, gotta make some music. Fucking big beats, I haven't played in so long.
I know, I haven't played mine since I moved here yet. But on the other hand, like, I need to restring it. Because the strings that are on it are like 14 years old.
Damn.
Because it's a bass that my stepdad gave me. That was his friend's. So that bass is actually the same age as the Monty. It's a 79 PV bass.
Zesty.
But it's like... But they upgraded it with like the better pickups. Fucking like sealed, like actually good pickups. As opposed to I used to have a Squier. A Fender Squier.
This is a J Tercer. Used to play in high school. So yeah, the pickups are it's been sitting in the closet, so it's kind of dusty. I need to fix the pickups and then get an amp and probably start playing. I'll probably start playing.
I actually picked up my my amp from some dude because I played a little bit in high school because I did tuba and bass in high school for the band. But after high school, like, I just used the school bass.
Yeah.
Which was just another Fender Squier. And so, like, when I moved down here, I bought the Squier. I believe that was like $100 used from some dude out of the back of a van. And then I met some old man and his wife outside of a Guitar Center to pick up the amp. And that was another $100. But the dude...
That's not bad.
The dude had like fully retrofitted, like a really high end speaker, like an actual woofer, into this like old PV bass amp, and like fucker's huge and heavy. It's like,
oh yeah, of course.
It's like a 98-pound amp with a I believe it's a 17-inch woofer.
Damn.
It like the woofer is like fucking that big, easy. It's fucking massive. But this dude, one of the chillest guys I've ever fucking met. He was from the same area of New Mexico where my grandpa Pete lives, out near Santa Fe. And they're about the same age. They all grew up loving Pink Floyd, the fucking Grateful Dead.
Money! Boom, 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 boom. And getting paid.
So, like, they're all just, like, super chill, like, old school New Mexico, like, rock on, bro.
Oh, hell
like, come
yeah.
on, bro. And, like,
bruh,
I was talking to him, and he's like, oh, why you want it? I'm like, I used to play in high school, just moved down here from Ohio. I bought a bass, I just need an amp for it. And he's like, well, fucking rock on, dude. And I was like, why are you selling it? He's like, because he was telling me about his like collection that he has. I'm like, well, why are you selling it? And he's like, I upgraded it and it's really good. He's like, but she wants me to lessen my collection. He's like, and I figured I'd just sell it to someone who wants to play bass. I'm like, well, then you found the right fucking guy.
Well, that's the thing. Like the old guys, I think the old guys just want to pass down shit, right? I mean, if they're selling it, they're not gonna be like, oh, I want fucking $500 for this. They just want to pass down the fucking.
So no, he gave me that. Yeah, he gave me that and like his original booklet that he learned on to like read sheet music and like learn how to play like the chords and shit on it.
Damn.
And so
Dude's
like
a G.
So yeah,
Dude's
I've got that, and that booklet's from like 1988.
Oh fuck! I'm getting a phone call. Hold on.
Oh, the middle of the podcast. But either way, like those dudes, super chill. The guy that I bought the bass from too, he like was showing me his music. It was dope as fuck. He played like Pink Floyd mixed with punk rock kind of music. Like it was pretty sick. But I don't know. I just want to meet more people like that in the music scene.
Yeah, like I love music. I want to get more into it again because like we kind of fell out. But because I have obviously my bass, but I also have I'm gonna keep my headset on. Hopefully it reaches. It doesn't.
We're watching Jay, I believe, with his keyboard now, so please bear with us for any awkward silence that you may hear. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. With the fucking sound kit on it. Ooh.
I have a fucking 48 key Innovation MK2 launch key 49. Launch key 49.
God damn.
Like I was learning to play on it, and then I just, with work and shit, got busy. But I want to get back into it, so I'm gonna download everything and yeah, like make some fucking beats and shit.
I think you would like I did, enjoy talking to my stepdad Jason. He used to be a music producer out in LA in the early to mid 90s. Damn. Out of like, oh god, he told me the name. It was something to do with like, it was some like he loved like a lot of like the funk Japanese style music.
Yeah,
that and indie were his two big things. And so like the company that he worked at, where he produced for, and he like would make the fucking music with the guys, and he would always play like backing guitar on their records, but it was some like Japanese pun with like a sushi roll as part of the logo. I don't think they're around anymore,
yeah.
But he used to tell stories about they used to use like original fucking tape like reel-to-reel fucking tape recording to get like the authentic sound in the 90s. And he's like, they were so poor that they would trade people like studio time with weed because they grew it. It was California in the 90s. They grew
California in the 90s, yeah.
And so he's like, we didn't have money, but we were able to grow weed in our backyard. He's like, so we used to like harvest it and trade people like a couple pounds of weed for like
studio time.
Yeah, for like 4 to 5 hours in the studio.
Well, it's like Corey, my father-in-law, has a home studio because he's in a band.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, yeah, and I think it's just cool. Like, I love music. So I want to get. I should really get back into it. Like, this stuff's just sitting here collecting dust. Either I should sell it or get back into it. So I'm gonna get back into it. Fuck it.
There's always time. You're never too old to get into music. I mean, hell, me and fucking Chandler went out to the Blue Oyster Cult concert last year. Oh, not even last year. That was earlier this year. That was in February. Ooh, fuck. Mm. And those fucking, the original singer and the original guitar player, that man's still up there fucking shredding at fucking 78 years old.
Never too old to get into music. It's like fun. But it gets expensive.
That's my stepdad's thing as well. Like, he's got 3 separate guitars that he will use, and 2 of them are like the semi-hollow body guitars, and they're like really fucking well known. Like, one's a 1963 Gibson semi-hollow.
Oh.
And the other one is, I believe the other one is a PV. I think it's a 72 PV Starburst hollow body. So
very nice.
So yeah, like just the Gibson by itself, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I paid like well below what people were asking for it. And he's like, I still paid about $5,000 for that guitar.
Oh yeah. A Gibson Hollow?
Yeah.
You're fucking.
He's like, yeah,
sell it now for fucking $20,000-$30,000.
Exactly. And they both had the like sunburst paint scheme to it, so it was like natural wood,
like my bass.
Yeah, it's a little bit lighter around the edges, but basically exactly the same.
It's the same concept. It's a different sunburst pattern.
But he's got those. He's got, I think, 5 different pedal setups. And I don't know if they're in here. They may be in my closet. I've got a fuck ton of different kinds of pedals for my bass. That sometimes, bro, you can get some really fun shit out of a bass with a pedal. So I've got.
Oh, I had a wah pedal for that thing.
I've never had a wah pedal, but I have.
Dirty, dude.
I have. What I've done is a reverb pedal into a chorus pedal.
Gotta get that fucking reverb.
So I've got that. I'm considering seeing if I can build one for him for next Christmas. There was a really dope pedal that was emulating what it sounds like when you've heard, like, probably online, it was big when ice, or when a guitar is played through a block of ice.
Yep.
So there was a pedal I saw where it was like a DIY kit where you can recreate that sound with a fucking pedal.
Ooh.
And I was like, damn, no one actually makes this pedal, but they make the DIY kit. And I have all the fucking tools to solder the kit. I was going to do it for him for this Christmas. I may do it for next Christmas or for his birthday, though. Is build him the pedal.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sweet. That's why I like the keyboard. Is I can make it sound like anything.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a MIDI keyboard and it has the drum pads and everything. Like, I'll probably re-download. I don't know if I want to go FL Studios or Ableton. Because this came with a light version of Ableton, and I kind of liked it, but kind of didn't. So like, I don't know. Maybe I'll try FL Studios.
What is it that I have for mine? I think mine's Pro Tools. That came with the Focusrite. because I mean, fucking everyone on his side of the family was into music. His dad has this same, the Focusrite, the 2i2, because he used to love to play classical piano and sing. And so I helped him set up one, like a couple years ago at Thanksgiving. I helped him set up his fucking Focusrite on his PC so that he can still record into it with his mic.
Yep. So yeah, I don't. I'll probably get back to music. What else do we want to talk? I mean, fuck, we're almost done this episode. We're at a minute 20 or an hour. Minute 20, an hour 20.
Hour 20.
Do we want to talk about how we kind of want to get into D&D?
Okay. I was talking to my coworker. He's like, he asked me actually. He's like, "Are you into D&D?" I'm like, "No, but I want to get into it with my friends." And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "What would your ideal character be?" And I'm gonna steal this from somewhere that I saw online on a clip on TikTok. I think it's fucking hilarious.
TikTok.
It is Master Oogway with more dementia.
Oh my god.
So he's like a fucked Master Oogway who can do like insane acrobatic shit.
Yeah.
And also can do runes. So he can like inscribe runes on his shell and shit. And the guy was like, "Oh, like Master Roshi, you want him to be a dude wearing a turtle shell?" I was like, No. I want him to be a turtle. I want to be
so
like...
you want a mixture of Oogway and Oshi?
No, I basically just want Master Oogway who can write runes. But like slightly more demented.
I'll see how I can write that into my world.
Because I feel like that would...
I've started doing like a little world building thing because I don't know. I think playing would be fun, but I think DMing would be way more fun. Like,
I think I can make a demented, like, ancient turtle who's had to watch everyone he's known and loved die because he's like ancient and his like whole family didn't live as long as him, and he just wishes for the sweet release of death. I feel like that could be really fun to play. Where it's like someone will constantly bring me back, and I'll just be like, "I finally saw my family. What are you doing?"
I think that'd be a good character for like a quick session.
I think so.
But we need more people.
I mean, Mook is down. Maxwell, I think, is down so long as it only takes place on his days off because he's a fucking bitch.
Well, yeah, Max. Yeah, I mean, we can do that on his days off. Like, it's not that hard.
No.
But yeah, I need like John's down. I know John's down, but I want to get the books, and I know we can do online dice. I want to get physical dice.
I've considered doing online dice, but I like physical dice better.
The physical is nicer.
Plus, like, my ass already has some nerd shit as my keyboard. I already have the fucking Dwarven keycap set from Lord of the Rings. I might as well go full in on fucking D&D dice at this point.
Full on D&D dice. So yeah, I need to find somewhere that I can get them, like, without ordering them off Amazon or something that I would like to support local.
Yeah,
so I'll have to find. Like, it won't be local, but it'll be Saskatchewan at least.
I considered there was some place out in Asheville. There's actually two places out in Asheville that I used to love going to. And I don't know how much you like board games, but one of them was like a local board game shop that had like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering cards at the back. Yeah. And they also handmade all of their dice in store.
Ooh. I've been watching Man Shorts.
Yeah.
They're fucking hilarious.
You know what we could do?
Steal that idea.
Well, no, if we can get the right fucking materials for it, we can fucking make some resin dice. They make dice molds while we're at your wedding. Like the first day, we all make our own fucking set of dice.
I kind of want to start it before the wedding.
that's a good point. Well, we'll rock some like basic bitch dice until then, and then I feel like that'd be a fun thing to do before your wedding as like a little bonding experience. We all make our own fucking D&D dice.
There's so much shit we like. How long are you guys staying? Is the question.
I'm thinking minimum 1 week.
Minimum a week. Okay.
I feel like that's very doable for me. I feel like people will very much start to be upset with me if I'm gone longer than probably it's the 12th, yeah?
Yeah, it's the 12th.
I'm debating on either 9th through the 16th or 4th through the 14th. I know John was talking about doing 5th through the 15th.
The 6th. John was thinking about the 6th.
6th through the 15th?
It all depends on when I'm home.
Yeah, true. So we'll have to see when you're home. But if 6th through the 16th works a little bit better, then I think that's fine. Oh, and the other question
or something like that. I don't know when John's fucking. I don't know. We'll have to talk to John about it. We'll have to talk to everyone about it. Because, yeah. But yeah, you want to, or Haley wants at least you to come up.
Yeah.
Beforehand and you hang out. Shit like that.
That'll probably be, we said, April?
Yep. April or May.
I think, yeah, both of those will work for me. Because either February or March, I think is, well, March 13th is cousin's birthday.
Wedding.
Wedding. And either...
I don't think you want to come to Saskatchewan in February.
Probably not.
You don't. Or you do, because just to experience how fucking stupid cold it is.
I lived in the cold all my life. Not quite that cold, but in the cold. And I get chilly when it's 60 degrees outside now, living in the South where it's constantly 90 to 100 degrees in the summer.
Yeah, I'd come. Yeah, I'd come in April.
I mean, hell, it's cold outside right now, and it is still 48 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
It was minus 32 today.
Damn.
It was cold as dog titties. Yeah, that's the way she goes. Love it here. I'll never move. It could be in the Yukon. Actually, the Yukon was way warmer than this place, which is weird.
You could be down south, which is something I am also considering, but that wouldn't be until 2024.
Ooh, moving farther.
I was looking at actually applying to do the Culinary Institute of America out in Dallas, Texas.
Ooh.
So I would go and like actually become a chef.
I'm a diamond driller.
Well, I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, I like the IT thing personally, but I am more fulfilled in making food and like cooking. I feel like overall I'd be much happier doing that as a career than constantly being in a cubicle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I like about my job. I get to go all over.
All over, even up in the snow. But you get confined to a prison cell for a month at a time.
Yeah, pretty much for a month at a time. 2 and 2, like if I wanted to switch and go underground, it'd be 2 and 2. But I'd make less because I'm only working 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'll stick my 4 and 2. Unless I was drilling, then fuck it, 2 and 2 would be fire. But I'm still a helper, which is retarded. I mean, which is stupid.
No. This isn't a family-friendly channel. That was retarded.
Anyways, I talked about my job enough, so fuck it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm on time off. We're big chilling. This has been going on for an hour and a half.
Just like the other, it's just the two of us. It went on for way longer than was uploaded, and
No, this is going to be a full upload.
I think this is about the same timing as like last time. Like I think only 54 minutes of it went up, but I think we talked for like an hour and 20.
I think an hour 20. So anyways, I hope you guys just like the two of us, because for the foreseeable few episodes, it'll just be the two of us. So thank you guys for watching episode 20 of the podcast. You can find us anywhere you get the podcasts.
RSS, I believe. The only thing we're not on is Apple. Yeah. We're on Samsung Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, RSS, Amazon Podcast, fucking everywhere, bro.
And check out our gaming channel, What the Fuck Games. We did a 19-hour live stream. We made it 24 because I'm an old man and got really bad heartburn and couldn't sit down any longer.
We have 5 episodes of Cuphead up. You can see us slowly descend into madness.
I have to edit episode 6.
Yeah, and which then we have to play more. An hour and 15 minutes of us dying. Because every episode,
15 minutes of us dying, and I'm going to cut it down to about 15 minutes because that's how it is.
Yes, you guys don't get to see
fighting that fucking dragon.
Yeah, you guys don't get to see.
We're on the dragon.
We record for an hour and 15 minutes, and we managed to cut it down to 15 minutes of us dying.
And by we, he means me.
It's the royal we, which is you.
Which is me. Well, at least with this sick ass PC we bought,
the royal we,
the royal we can edit faster.
Turn that W into an M. But yeah, either way.
Hey, I bought the DDR5 and shit.
That's true. You had to buy a lot. You had to buy fucking PSU cooler and DDR5.
Yeah, I put another $700 fucking into it. So
I kind of forced your hand on that one.
Yeah, dick. Oh well. I do appreciate you.
That's what we're here for. Either way, thank you guys for watching. We will catch you next time. Have fun. Bye-bye.